Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 NGC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Battalion Wars, which if you've never played it before, it's basically a third-person shooter, which is also an action and a strategy game, but it's not turn-based or anything like that. You're always running around as a unit or driving as a tank or stuff like that, so some sweet units, like tanks, you've got bazookamen, riflemen, you've got aircraft, so some really cool stuff, and they all control well. But anyway, I'm getting far too ahead of myself. Just basically going on to an early profile because I never like to spoil too much, at least not intentionally. I have been getting wrong for spoiling things recently though. What this basically is the map, and it shows you what ranks you've got on a mission, because when you beat a mission it tells you how fast you've done it, what your technique was, basically how many units you lost, what your power was, basically how many units you killed, and then that is where you need to watch, because then obviously when you replay the mission you'll know exactly what you have to better. So as you can see, I've got an A, then an S and S just on this one, just to show them off. The game is actually, to be fair, a game of fours, because there's 4 campaigns, 4 armies, 4 ranks, 4 bonus missions, and 24 missions overall. A lot of 4s there. But the whole point is you run around as units and you have to plot strategy and that. There's cutscenes on the game, and there's also briefing and strategies for success while it's loading, stuff like that. You can skip the cutscenes and that, thankfully, because it's one of them things that, to be fair, you do need to watch them at least once to know what the hell you're doing, but it's one of them where the voice acting on the game is pretty much hit and miss. Some of it's pretty good, some of it is awful. It's one of them things that it is, there'll be characters who you just think, oh, couldn't they got someone better than that? But it's just one of them things. Maybe you'll love absolutely every aspect about the game, I don't know. The whole point is though, you have to run around doing objectives. There's gold objectives, which are the main objectives, silver objectives, which are the side objectives, and the whole point is you have to do the objectives and all that, which usually means killing things or capturing things or stuff like that. Control wise, the game's pretty good. There are some things that I don't like about it. I'd probably map them better myself had I been making the game, but obviously had I been making the game I wouldn't be sitting here reviewing the game. That would be completely biased to me. But it's like the vehicles themselves control pretty well, and the whole point is, as I say, just run around blowing the crap out of things, and then you've got strategy sections as well, which unfortunately the game really does hold your hand for the first few missions, and I hate games that do that. You're very limited on what you can do in the first couple of missions, so to be fair, I am going to cut into one that's slightly later on just to show off some strategizing and stuff like that.
Welcome to Windbreak Ridge, Commander. This base is
so this section here is basically one of the best sections on the game. It's like one of the best objectives to do. You've basically got to defend a base, so that's really cool, because you can either jump in these MG nests yourself, or you can just send units into them. One of the biggest problems, unfortunately, on this game is that the lock-on is just incredibly bad in certain places. It's fixed for the second one because you're aiming properly, but the lock-on can just like jump between targets that you don't want to aim at, and it's just very irritating that way. But basically you can also control any of the units on the game, which is pretty cool. I'm now a bazooka man, although I'm actually a bazooka veteran, and the veterans are different. The veterans can do special tricks, so like that I can charge up a shot with a bazooka man, so that's really cool. Just like all the units, the veterans are always going to be better, so it's one of them things that you always want to be trying to play as one of them if you've got a choice of playing something. But basically running out of things to say. Graphically, the game looks pretty damn good. Musically, it sounds okay, so I will shut up for a little bit and let you listen. Things to be on the lookout though, seeing as it's the first game I should probably mention them, but I'm probably not going to bother mentioning them for the second one. Top left you've got your radar, you can change the camera angle for the battle view and that, you can view your map and all that and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. You can restart missions and stuff from there as well. In the bottom left corner it shows you your vehicle or unit's health, and basically you have to be wary about that, because obviously the vehicles now don't come along all the time. Now they do the units and stuff, and basically when you shoot enemies, gas canisters will come out, which will be for repair your tanks or gunships and all that stuff like that, and med packs will come out for all your infantry units and that. But anyway, I'll shut up for a bit, let you listen to some of this voice acting and music.
Whatever does she mean by that, Commander?
Here's the bad news. Tsar Gorgy's launched an all-out attack. Which means our position is now behind enemy lines. But here's the good news. You're gonna join forces with the boys from Bravo Company. We'll see if we can't get us a piece of the action. company's been airdropped just north of your position. Head
But
for the gold
that was
spot,
some of the
Commander.
music. Basically got nothing left to say other than correct myself when I said gunships. I meant jeeps and stuff. Unfortunately, as you might have heard, dog bark, and that doesn't have put us off. But it's one of them things that also can be cut either, unfortunately. The only thing really I do have left to say is that personally I think this game and the sequel are both incredibly fun and are well worth picking up if you've got a Wii, obviously, because this will play on the Wii. I'm playing it on the Wii now, and the second one's obviously going to play on the Wii, and the two of them are just so much fun and really good, and I can't wait for the third one. If there is a third one, I hope there's a third one.
Otherwise, your grunts will pick 'em up.
So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.